One more, and we'll take a break here. John, what do you have?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
All right.
All right. Listen, I've been listening to you guys since August of 1998. I love you. You're my favorite. But I also love The Rock. And yesterday really sucked. God. SmackDown, by the way, last night was excellent. The Rock, I think that was The Rock's best performance ever. But, you know what? You guys rule over him.
Didn't even watch last night.
No.
No desire.
I had to. I just had to see it, how it was. But I love you guys. Screw him. You don't need him.
All right, John.
You guys rule.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, we got to take a quick break, Ant.
All right.
One of the writers from xwrestling.com's on the line.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this guy's post. Sure.
All the writers are checking in. They're really pissed, too. All right, stay there.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
You guys are going to burn in hell.
Opie and Anthony. 107 WNEW.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. 1027 WNEW. It's FU Friday. We do have lots of things to get to today, so don't fret.
Yes, indeed.
Starting with Lewis Black coming in at around 4 o'clock, Anthony.
Yeah.
Very funny guy. Good friend of the show.
Love Lewis.
He loves satire. He understands it.
He's a kook.
Also, some girl that wants to get naked for Lewis Black and us.
Yeah. Where'd she come from?
I forgot. We'll get into it, though.
Great.
The same website I think Lube is on or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
We'll give the plugs when they all get in their asses in the studio, okay? Let's go right back to the phones. If you have anything for the show, 212-757-1027. Jim, you're next. What's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? How
all
you
right.
doing?
Real good.
Hey, you know you got sold up the river this morning on another morning show.
What do you mean?
The Rock did an interview on, can I mention the station?
Yeah, I don't care.
On PLJ. And they were asking him about what gets to him, like what annoys him about people in society and his role and everything. And he pretty much said racial issues.
Oh, yeah?
And then had a big 5-minute dissertation on how yesterday he was forced to walk out of an interview before he did something he would have regretted.
He would have regretted, wow, he was like ready to throw some punches?
That's the way he made it sound.
Oh, great.
But we were sitting here at work and we were laughing at it because we knew what happened yesterday with you guys.
Yeah.
And then hearing him this morning, it's like, all right, talk about Two-Face.
Did Scott and Todd have the balls to mention our names? Because they do listen to us every day.
Not at all.
Oh,
they didn't say anything, but you could tell they knew who they
Of
who he was
course they
talking
knew.
about.
Everyone was listening to it yesterday.
Oh, my
Bunch
God.
of pussies.
So,
He had to walk out.
yep, before he did something he regretted.
Oh,
That's good. Now I can see where the rage problem is.
yeah, really.
They say he has a rage problem. Well, that's obvious.
Could figure that out, huh?
It must be a treat
All right.
Thanks, guys. You're the best.
Thanks, Jim.
Later.
Bye.
dealing with that.
Who's this?
Hey, this is Rev Toby. I'm a writer for xwrestling.com.
Yes, I've seen some of your
okay.
posts.
First, I just want to thank you guys for supporting the site and supporting Sick Boy, because I'm sure this has gotten you a lot of bad PR.
Yeah, it's okay. We're used to that.
And, I mean, it's ridiculous. I think I read somewhere that this is in the first chapter of his book.
Yeah.
He mentions that he's all against racism and everything like that, and I think this is kind of like a PR move.
Oh, you think?
In my opinion. Well, I mean, it's like, if he knew about this, he should have mentioned it before he came in the studio, or when he was, working it out to, like, come in.
Well, if he would have looked at the post that he said he did look at, and he would have saw like it was a mock interview with Opie and Anthony, he could have, asked us about it beforehand.
Right. I mean, it's just that he
But
brought it up.
I think he needed to, get his little 50-minute plug-in first.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, like, this gives him great PR for his book, which, by the way, the critics hate, because it wasn't even written by him. It was written by a ghostwriter, but that's another story. Yeah, I mean...
The Rock doesn't have time to write.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm too busy freeing the world from racism.
Also, I mean, like, Sick Boy gives us free, free enterprise to write, what we want.
Well, it's the internet.
Yeah,
that's where
it's not regulated like that.
Damn, you guys should have free enterprise. I may not agree with everything I read on the internet, but you guys should have the right to write whatever the hell you want.
Write what you want, man.
Before they regulate that crap, too.
And you know something? The Rock has a right to read it, be offended, and not want to speak to Sick Boy. That's
He has
fine,
the right
too.
to that, and we have the right to post whatever, we want as well. This was written by a guy in California, who I've never met, who Sick Boy's never met. And, you know, it's the really strange thing was I was talking to him on AOL while this whole thing was happening.
Yeah.
He's like, how's the interview going? And I'm like, well.
It just took a turn.
Yeah. And then he's like, what happened? What happened? And I'm like, well, you know, The Rock got all pissed off. And he's like, why? And I'm like, well, because of your article, dude. And he was like, oh, you know, I can't believe that and everything. And Sick Boy came back and he was actually contemplating closing the site.
Yeah.
In fact, this is still, you know, under debate.
Right.
They're not, you know, like we should close the site.
No, that would be silly.
Yeah, I know. We're all trying to get him to, you know, reconsider that. And we've gotten tons of support email.
Cool.
It's all flowing in. So hopefully everything will be okay. And, hey, we got more hits yesterday than we ever got. So
I bet.
I mean, you know, no good publicity, you know?
All right.
Everything is.
Well, thank you.
Sure, no problem.
Take it easy, man.
Dave, what's going on? Hey, Dave.
Yeah, what's up?
How are you?
Hey, man.
Pretty good, man.
Good.
This is like the biggest story on the internet right now. Like, this guy, Dave Meltzer, he's even reporting that it's part of an angle that you guys took place in.
See, that's ridiculous, man. Oh, my God.
That everyone should be skeptical that that the WWF is trying to play off the John Rocker comments and have The Rock do something like that.
All right, well, I you know what? I have to say this. We had no idea this was going to happen.
No.
And you can believe that or not, but we had no clue. No freaking clue.
Yeah, and like going off what Rev told
Hey,
me.
and you mentioned John Rocker. Let me tell you something about John Rocker. You know what? I was kind of offended by everything he said, okay? Or most of the stuff that he said, all right? And it makes me want to take a D-cell to his head next time he's at Shea, without a doubt. But you know what? He has the right to say those things.
Yeah.
Exactly.
People are so willing to give up their rights to free speech in this country. It amazes me. They go, oh, he should be fired. He has to go to a psychiatrist. Good. That guy's a nut. What's he saying? All of a sudden, you're throwing away your rights to free speech. You're throwing them away. Someday, someone might not like what you're saying. Think you should go to a shrink.
And, you know, I hate John Rocker. Hate him,
Yeah,
hate
believe
him,
me.
hate him, hate him, hate him, hate him. But if I was him, I would say, I'm not going to get that psychological.
Going to a shrink?
No, I'm not going to a shrink.
Yeah,
You don't want me pitching in your league? Oh, well, but I'm not going to a shrink.
Yeah, and John Rocker is actually an employee of Turner, which owns WCW. So, you know, they're racist too. So there you go. But just like,
Everyone's a bunch of hypocrites.
Yep.
Everybody.
saying
That's
to,
it. Hypocrisy all over this damn country of ours.
I like everything being available to adults in this country. That's it. I'm saying like everything. It should be on the Internet. The Internet should not be regulated whatsoever. Anything should be able to be printed on. When they say, oh, that you shouldn't have racial comments, or this website's got to be shut down because it's against this group or that one, or you shouldn't even, have plans for friggin' nuclear weapons. I don't care. Everything. If it's out there, it should be available to everybody.
yeah, that's why I even told Sick he shouldn't shut down the site. I told him we can even get a slogan out of it by saying X Wrestling, the site The Rock reads, just to like maybe stick it to him.
The Rock reads.
You guys should even put the posting back up. I swear to God, just put it back up.
Yeah, exactly. All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, man.
I mean, personally, I've seen funnier stuff from that site. It was kind of stupid, but you guys have the right to type that.
I got to tell you, that Macbeth, man, he's one funny son of a bitch.
Yeah, that guy who wrote the post, I was talking to him as well when it was going down.
Right.
He didn't even care that he was getting in trouble. He was just making sure that you guys were all right. Like,
Well,
he didn't want anything bad to happen to you guys.
This is on the trouble meter for the Opie and Anthony show. This doesn't even, raise the yellow light yet. Nothing. Believe me, we've been in much, much bigger trouble than this.
all right, Dave.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye. Dennis, you're next. What's going on?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I think you guys were being totally duped by The Rock. I think what he did was he knew his time was almost up for the interview. What better way to get people to still talk about him after he's gone, create some controversy. And this is what he talked about with his publicist for 2 hours the night before. And that's why he dropped the bomb on you guys near the end of the interview. It was 8 minutes to 6 when he did it, because I looked at the clock, because I think the world stopped at that time once he blew that up on us.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, well, you know what? His publicist is really shrewd because it's the perfect time to do it.
Well, if that's what they planned, it worked. Brilliant. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Great,
Bravo.
great job at our expense. Good
Yeah.
job. Great job.
Well, you know what the good thing is? I think most of us listeners are more educated than The Rock himself, so we know better.
He's not a man.
All right, guys. You guys are great. Keep it up.
All right.
Bye.
All right. He's not a man.